And remember, Samoa Joe is trading strikes with a mixed martial artist, the former king of Pancrase, Minoru Suzuki, who has a tremendous mixed martial arts career and a tremendous professional wrestling career.
33 years of Suzuki's been beating people up, 33 years. He started when he was 20. And he's become the best in the world at this savagery.
And hard not to when you sit under the learning tree of Karl Gotch.
Gotch is a unique man. I met him a few times.
By all accounts, one of the toughest men of his era, perhaps of any era.
Oh, any era, Excalibur, seriously. He was a special, he's like a big cat, like Luthez, just that big size in a day when that was not common.
And remember, this match contested under Ring of Honor rules. There is a 20 count on the outside. Referee Paul Turner, very well versed in the Ring of Honor rule set, where he officiated before joining the AEW referee corps in Suzuki.
These don't take long sometimes.
And he's looking to take a page out of his mentor, Yoshiaki Fujiwara's playbook here with the Fujiwara armbar. Walking Katame locked in, but Joe, you can see Joe not flat. But oh, look at Suzuki again, manipulating the small joints.
Look at this.
My God, he's going to go for the other arm now. Look at that, how that one arm is hooked underneath the leg.
Anything exposed, like a thumb, for example, can be exploited.
I'm thinking he could tear a shoulder out here.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
you're exactly right.
We're talking about the manipulation of the hand, but damn, that shoulder doesn't go like that.
And the boot across the bottom rope. Samoa Joe able to force the break, but Suzuki's viciousness on display.
But you notice that Suzuki had a modicum of sportsmanship.
A modicum is about all.
Well, I mean, he had a fairly clean break.
Yeah.
It's kind of unusual.
That's what you call being stretched.
Think about this, since Supercard of Honor, Samoa Joe has been the talk of the pro wrestling world. But Minoru Suzuki doesn't care about talk. He cares about fighting. And he is in a fight tonight.
And these headbutts are just absolutely debilitating.
Samoa Joe. Power bomb, center of the ring. 1, 2, nope. Suzuki
Joe
kicks out. Joe uses Suzuki's momentum against him.
Nice counter by Joe.
It's our main event here on AEW Dynamite. Can Minoru Suzuki become the Wind? Can Samoa Joe become the Ring of Honor World Television Champion?
I'm thinking when he's got all that weight on your back, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, he's trying to maneuver to the ropes, but Joe's just too heavy to maneuver.
Big and strong is Samoa Joe. He's hooked the right arm of Suzuki. And this is physical, but talk about physical. You can slash it anywhere you want. Special start time Friday night. Texas death match.
Yeah, and then Saturday night on TNT, the AEW Women's World title on the line. No cakes involved in that one, I bet.
This will have a huge Ring of Honor World Championship match this Saturday night. Samoa Joe, though, looking to capture the Ring of Honor World Television title.
Championship week, man.
Oh, Suzuki, high boot in the corner. Joe, former Ring of Honor World Champion, former Ring of Honor Pure Champion. He's never held the television title. This is his opportunity here tonight, but you know, Minoru Suzuki not gonna go softly.
Wow, nothing soft about that kick.
2. Suzuki knew that pin wouldn't get it done. He's forcing Joe to expend energy.
Exactly. Don't be surprised. He knew he wasn't going to pin that time. So you can say, well, why did he do it? Well, to show Joe that what he can do and what he's going to do. Beat him.
We've seen the sadistic submission wrestling of Minoru Suzuki. He finished 76% of his mixed martial arts fights, 22 victories via submission. But now, he may be looking to invoke Karl Gotch with that Gotch-style pile driver. No, Suzuki instead breaks off. Ask one more time.
Yeah, man. I tell you, he is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Here we go again.
His first title in the U.S. This is first title defense. Joe, like you mentioned, has never held that World Television Championship in Ring of Honor.
And Tony, remember our main event. We will stick with this title match for as long as it takes, even if we go past the top of the hour.
These hands are heavy.
Whoa, Suzuki. Now looking to, this is usually the precursor for this. He puts his opponent to sleep, then he sets him up for the God-style pile driver.
Look at the
Joe, what a counter!
What?
A lot of strength, a lot of power, big difference. That weight advantage that Joe has.
We talked about Samoa Joe's championship accolades. In New Japan Pro Wrestling, Minoru Suzuki, a former Intercontinental Champion, a former two-time never openweight champion, as well as a two-time Triple Crown champion in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Then we see Joe's former protege, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt.
Yeah, listen, we saw what happened. Listen, also longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion as well, trying for his first World Television Championship.
Oh, Suzuki drop kick, well placed.
Rarely see Suzuki go off his feet willingly or at his own hand.
Oh, Suzuki trying to put Joe to sleep to set him up for that God-style pile driver here. He's looking for it. Can he get Joe up?
Boy, can he hook the hand? Boy, he's got the hands hooked, which is a feat in itself around Joe's big frame.
I mean, Minoru Suzuki has defeated former sumo wrestlers. He is no stranger to hoisting larger men up.
Here he goes
But
again.
Joe, using his size as an advantage.
Yeah, use that bulk.
Joe now trying to gain an advantage big time. Looking for something big that hurts. He just hit a shot to the face or to the head. That hurts.
Reach over that Gamangiri. How about that, man?
And Joe was looking for that muscle buster. But Minoru Suzuki trying for the armbar in the ropes. Samoa Joe breaks free.
The muscle buster is what takes Joe to the pay window more often than not.
Now we saw him defeat Max Caster last week. He's hoist Suzuki up. Kaneko Mount Buster. Joe covers. 2, 3.
Yes! He won it! He won it!
Finally, Joe's journey to win this elusive title is over.
Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe!
Hell of a match, ladies and gentlemen. One hell of a match.
Hell of a moment.
Here in New Orleans.
Congratulations, Joe! Wow, Samoa Joe, the brand new ROH Television Champion.
Oh, please.
And just like we promised last week, Joe, we have got a special present that we know you're going to appreciate. So let's show you.
Hold on, you ready? You ready? Drum roll, please.
Jay Lethal, the longest reigning Ring of Honor TV. Oh, what is this?
What else is going to happen here tonight?
The lights are out. And Samoa Joe, his victory celebration cut short.
Everything's going to cut short right now, it looks like.
Oh, good God. Look.
Oh, is giant.
I know exactly what that's Satnam Singh.
The basketball player?
Yeah, the first ever native of India drafted into the NBA. He's been working out at the AEW.
One of the biggest son of a bitches I've ever seen.
And Samoa Joe, after this intense slugfest with Minoru Suzuki.
He's flipping Joe around like he would shoot a basketball, shoot free throws or something.
Singh is from Punjab, India. He's been working out under the guidance of Sanjay Dutt at the AEW training facility in Atlanta. I've gone there. I've seen this big guy.
And look at Jay Lethal, his former mentor. Samoa Joe now softened up first by Minoru Suzuki, now by Satnam Singh.
Look at the size of Singh, my God.
Look at Joe fighting back, trying with all his might.
He can't fight off these men.
Monster.
He is
towers over Joe.
Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal. As Satnam Singh is trying to crush the cranium of Samoa Joe.
He can do it. Look at the size of those hands.
Some kind of modified claw. And so Joe fading and fading. Where are the referees? Where are the doctors?
The longest reigning ROH World Television Champion. This is what he's become.
And now Jay Lethal, the lethal injection on Samoa Joe.
Everybody's happy.
And
You got a 2 or 3 on one advantage, and you guys celebrate like you won the World Series.
A despicable scene here tonight. And
Every stomp that he doles out, every punch that he throws, you're feeling it. Every chop.
Our main event continues here on Rampage. Samoa Joe looking to defend the Ring of Honor World Television Championship against Trent Beretta, and we are joined by Ian Riccaboni. Ian, Samoa Joe completed the Triple Crown, the career Triple Crown of the Ring of Honor Championships when he defeated Minoru Suzuki a couple weeks ago.
Certainly did join Rarefied Air, which includes former protege Jay Lethal. It looked like he was on path to victory. Beretta may find an opening here, Chris.
Well, we said, what is he going to do? He did take Samoa Joe off his feet, and now Trent is up, and he's going even higher up. He needs to try and wipe him out on that floor, guys.
Got to be careful. Trent got to be careful here.
Trent diving, cross-body crashing down on Samoa Joe.
But Joe's up almost quicker than Trent is.
Yeah, but Trent, it looked like, I believe he's grabbing that knee, the left knee there. For a moment he did.
And he's had trouble with that knee before. We're going to take a quick look at the replay here. Excalibur, the height.
Majestic.
Wow.
Beautifully laid out. Would look great in a Japanese magazine for sure. Gong magazine would love that crossbody from the top.
Or an American magazine.
Trent Beretta
Or a Canadian one.
lays it in, a chop to the chest of Samoa Joe. And just a reminder, you can join us next month for AEW's return to New York. And Wednesday, May 11th at the UBS Arena on Long Island. We will kick off the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and then we'll return to Houston, Texas 1 week later.
Got him off his feet.
Trent Beretta dropping Samoa Joe will be at the Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas on May 18th. Tickets for both events on sale right now, AEWTIX.com.
That back throw by Beretta really drove Joe's head and neck area into the mat hard, man.
Taz, you gotta like what you're seeing right now. The stick and move
Yeah.
game plan's working.
Oh, nice.
Well, that tornado DDT might have hit it smart. Here we go.
Far
Trent's
leg
got momentum.
hook. Joe, though, able to kick out. Trent Beretta knows that he is entering some very deep water with the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Joe's looking hurt, though. You can see the look on his face. Heavy breathing.
Yeah, I mean, we could see a new champion, a new Ring of Honor World TV champ here if Joe can't keep up.
Trent was looking for strong zero, but Samoa Joe, the powerbomb, the high stag, no.
Might have spoiled. Oh, here we go. STF.
Steps over, got it.
Samoa Joe, you see his wrist over the eyes of Trent Beretta. Beretta can't see the ropes. He's just trying to crawl on instinct.
Look at this. He's grinding those knuckles into Trent's nose and his eye socket.
And the surgically repaired neck of Trent Beretta once again being punished by Samoa Joe here, Ian.
And Beretta is doing what he said he was going to do. He's going to try and wear down Joe by making Joe move. Beretta able to get to the ropes here. Beretta's in trouble, though. Let's make no bones about it. That strategy only works until your gas tank runs out. And now it's a matter of endurance.
Well, you're right, Ian. And what happened was, I mean, you saw over 300 pounds of Samoa Joe laying across the back and neck of Beretta. That takes a lot out of you.
Joe just mocking him now. He knows he's in the power position.
Correct.
Standing
Chris.
tall over Beretta.
He's feeling confident and cocky. The champion is.
Uh-oh. He's not dead yet.
And Beretta,
He might be now.
What a shot.
just got leveled by Samoa Joe.
Joe may be looking to end it here. No, instead goes to the corner.
He likes to use that muscle buster.
That's what he's going for.
He's won many a match with this.
Oh, yeah.
And this could be the beginning of the end for Trent Beretta.
Trent's
No.
out. A big sunset
Whoa,
flip.
whoa,
He can
whoa,
have
whoa,
it.
whoa,
Two, no!
Almost crowned a new Ring of Honor TV champion there.
Beretta with the knee, back Samoa Joe up to the corner.
The door is open. Can he kick it in? No.
Oh, what a Uranagi.
Tosses him down.
Beautiful. Going rear choke, rear choke.
Samoa Joe locks in the rear choke, and Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta goes
He's
out.
out. He's out. He's out.
The winner of this match, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe!
Samoa Joe retains the Ring of Honor World Television Championship in his first defense, Ian. I think there's big things in store for Samoa Joe as World Television Champion.
The 30th champion and a title that includes lineage like Adam Cole, like Jay Lethal. And Joe proudly waving the Ring of Honor flag here on Rampage. What a great effort from Beretta, though, Taz.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you, Ian. An awesome effort. He has the respect.
Great respect, the code of honor observed.
Why don't we go eat cookies together? Making me sick around here.
Well, right now, our colleague Tony Schiavone is going to try to get a word with the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe is still the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Take a breath, big guy. You earned it, buddy. What a match. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Tony. And I'm glad to be out here celebrating in Philly.
Whoa, whoa, no!
Well, once again,
It's Lethal!
Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt.
Oh, no, and the big man is here.
And Satnam Singh looking upstage.
The size of this guy wearing his blazer. You could build a tent out of that blazer. Go camping in it for Labor Day weekend.
Satnam's ready to fight, it looks like. He's a massive dude.
We saw at Battle of the Belts, Satnam Singh wiped out, I think it was 5 individuals single-handedly, and now Orange Cassidy holding back Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor.
Hold on here, OC. That's not too smart.
Oh, no! Jay Lethal just wiped out.
Oh, Lethal's going in the ring!
Jeez.
18 years of history, exploding right now inside the center of the squared circle.
Coming running out here, the referees.
Headbutts by Samoa Joe.
It is boiling over here tonight. And look at this, the referees.
And Jay Lethal was brought into Ring of Honor in 2004 by Samoa Joe.
Look at this, the AEW staff, the referees trying to separate Jay Lethal.
A lot of history here, guys. Lots of bad history.
Feeling the sting of betrayal by Jay Lethal.
As he goes after him again in the ring.
Again.
Jay Lethal is broken free. We have to restore order. Please join us for Dynamite next Wednesday night on TBS. We are desperately out of time.
Santana, I'm taking you out.
Jay Lethal was a guy that was just having fun in professional wrestling.
He found a big brother, a man that could help him satisfy the ambition that he had to one day become the Ring of Honor World Champion himself.
And Samoa Joe, the person who helped me get there, took it all away.
I want those memories to replay in your mind. I want every word that came out of your mouth to be ringing in your ears as I slam my fist into your skull.
I'm gonna give you the greatest gift that any teacher could ever ask for. I'm taking every ounce of disrespect that you've thrown my way. I'm taking every ounce of pain that you have thrown my way. I'm taking every ounce of hatred that I have developed for you, and you are getting all of it. Every last drop.
You are not a chosen one. You are not the one for the job. You are not the successor. You are not the next in line. The only thing you're gonna be is another victim with a number that is written down in what I have done on this earth.
When I take your Ring of Honor Television Championship, I will make sure you never forget. You will never forget.
I want to say that what's going on through Joe's mind is trying to find a mistake, trying to dictate the pace and find a mistake that Lethal make, but Lethal does not make mistakes very often. He needs an opening, because until he has that opening, he's not going to be in control. There it was. That space was the opening. He gave Samoa Joe too much space while he was on his feet.
Oh, and Joe now off the ropes. It's Joe. And Lowell, Massachusetts in particular has been very, very good to Samoa Joe. Winning NXT Gold here, Impact Gold here. We're gonna take a look at the replay, and it's because of moves like this. The timing of bringing it out at this point in the match through the ropes, knowing that Lethal was compromised enough to land that.
And a lot of times when you see Samoa Joe take that knee, he's assessing the damage. He wants to see what type of damage was inflicted before he makes his next move.
And like we talked about earlier with William Regal, that was a heat check cover. That was to see where Lethal was. where Lethal is, what kind of damage, like you said, Caprice, where he is at this match.
He's assessing his damage, picking his play. He's like a lion in there.
Shots to the jaw. It's Lethal now. Volleying. Getting momentum, caught by Joe. Joe.
Nice.
Rolling through. 2.
Now, what Samoa Joe did there, these guys hate each other, but Samoa Joe, wow, is showing that he wants to win the match.
Cover. 2.
And if Lethal has came in to try to hurt Samoa Joe, to try to put him away, wants to see him walking, wants to walk off with Samoa Joe laying on his face,
as we
that
take a look,
game plan can win.
Take a look at the replay here. You bring up a great point.
Yeah.
Lethal is fighting from a place of emotion.
That hate.
Joe is fighting from a place as a fighter.
Right. He's trying to win.
Which leaves Lethal on his heels.
Right.
That leaves him vulnerable. And Joe has Lethal.
It's like a competitor coming in, throwing all the knockout blows first. You got to throw some jabs in there.
Lethal trying to find his way out. He does by going to the arm and the shoulder of Samoa Joe. That bullseye, that big target on that massive shoulder of Joe.
He's not even a sky. Wow!
2 cradle could be no.
I tell you what, he had those hands laced. It was so hard for Lethal to kick out of there. He was trying to kick out before the 2 count and couldn't get it. He had to break that grasp that Samoa Joe had.
Absolutely perfect pin.
Yeah.
By Samoa Joe. That speaks to the level Lethal is at to be able to find his way out.
I was getting ready to say, you can't forget this is the franchise. This guy has a heart of gold. He will fight. You have to knock this guy out to beat him.
Oh, these open hands very quickly.
Lethal's in a bad conversation with those slaps.
Oh, lethal combination. Bracing the knee on the way down. Hooks the inside leg. 2. And Lethal is trying to recover here.
Yeah, those slaps, that was a bad conversation. He wasn't winning any of that. I was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Lethal back to his feet first here. Grabbing the ankle of Joe. And has him in position.
That figure 4.
Yeah,
ooh, he kicked him right in the face. He waited for him to turn around and kicked him in the face. That's when you know your opponent.
Shots to the knee.
Lethal's gonna try it again.
Yeah, Lethal has had more than one mentor, and one of them taught him one of the most dangerous moves in professional wrestling, the figure 4. Stepping over, trying to trap and grapevine the legs. He cannot. Joe has an answer for it again.
Joe to his feet.
Back elbow there. Perching him up on the top turnbuckle.
And there's one thing for somebody to get to their feet, but when they get to their feet assisted in a corner, they're trying to stand up.
Oh, no.
He's trying to muscle bust him.
Sure is. And that has awoken the beast, but Lethal stays on him with a drop kick.
Yeah, but Joe is in a lot of trouble up there. Assisted feet means that you're in trouble. You're just trying to show that you're not, and it's not working. What?
No. There's no way. Joe looking for the muscle buster up top instead. Oh! Leg lariat! Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Leg lariat off the top, planting Lethal.
There's a leg lariat or a shining wizard in there as well.
Yeah.
You can see Jay Lethal grabbing his temple.
And this has been an absolute battle, an absolute war between 2 of the all-time greats in Ring of Honor.
You know, these guys hate each other, but you know what? There has to be some type of respect in there, too, saying, you know what?
And what a beautiful shot from the Paul Tsongas Center here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We want to thank you for making history with us tonight. Trending worldwide, #1. And with action like this, who would have expected anything less as Joe now chopped to the chest. And it's Joe trying to perch Lethal back up.
Samoa Joe relentless, and when he has a game plan, he's gonna try to muscle bust him.
Looking for the muscle buster here.
He's gonna try to end it. Dead center in the ring.
Oh, countered by Lethal. Wait a minute, handspring, Lethal injection.
That's it, dead center, nowhere to go. 3 count, 1, 2, oh! You can count on a mound-form hand the amount of people that have kicked out of a lethal injection. You can see on the face of Jay Lethal, he can't believe it himself.
As we take a look at the replay now, the Muscle Buster countered. Lethal finds an opening, handspring, counter, Lethal injection. Looked like a 3-time champion would be made, history would be made, but it's Joe able to kick out.
That's gotta speak volumes about Samoa Joe. He didn't just come here to do his title defense and leave. He came here to stay as champion.
And Lethal with a drop kick. And Lethal now looking for a way. Lethal looking to make history to become the first 3-time television champion. Joe! Judo throw!
It's a second burst of energy. He's gonna try that muscle buster one more time. And if he hits it, this could be it.
Joe! And that's Sanjay, that's the same pipe he had at Battle of the Belts. Oh no, the title!
All they needed was a distraction, and the distraction worked. Stefan didn't see a thing. He didn't see anything. Whoa!
Joe finds a way. Joe finds a way to kick out. The crowd exploding in Lowell. Lethal looking for another one. Another Lethal in. Caught. Oh, jawbreaker. Out of the clutch. Dragon suplex. Instead rolls him up. 1, 2. He's got him.
Dead center.
He's got him. Carotid artery.
He's down.
Winner of this match, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe!
Against all odds, Samoa Joe retains the World Television Championship. He beat somebody 1 in a billion. He was able to evade Sanjay Dutt, and he was able to beat the franchise of Ring of Honor.
History-making win. Samoa Joe, victory here. What a
Zealous Joe looking to make him pay with the sleeper.
And that's a locked-in sleeper if he can get those hands clasped once again. That's the secret to both of these men. Clasp those hands, you got them locked in.
And the positioning of Woods, dropping the hips.
Woods transition under.
2.
Great kick out there by Samoa Joe.
And it's going to be that amateur background of Woods able to lower his hips beneath Joe. If he can sink those hips low, he can put Joe where he needs to put him in the mat and really take away the ropes if he's able to get those submissions in again.
He's got to try and lock it in soon, because I'll tell you what, Joe's getting fired up now.
You're damn right.
Now Woods, tried the leapfrog Manhattan drop. Joe hits the ropes again.
Wow.
The high boot takes Woods off his feet.
Great flexibility for the 300-pounder.
Wow.
Senton by Joe.
2 count there.
I might have stayed down on that one. That's 310 pounds coming right down on your breadbasket.
But Ian, you can see Joe is hurting with all the damage done to the arm.
He certainly is, and there are years of wear and tear on Samoa Joe, one of the best in the game, the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion of all time, making hay in the television title realm. But years and years of abuse on that shoulder and elbow. Woods' targeting is locked in.
Reversal.
Yeah, don't count Joe out.
Oh, nice. What a power slam.
Power slam, tight cover, but Woods able to kick out.
I think that shows the respect Joe has for Woods as an opponent. You saw the grip, locking it in tight.
We talked earlier in the show about connecting with the audience. Joe has that connection with the fans.
Sure does.
They love chanting Joe, and they love getting behind him, which they have in this entire match.
And then the lovely Joe's gonna kill you, chant.
What a chance, like a soccer hooligans.
Joe so dangerous, perching Woods up top here. Maybe looking for the muscle buster.
Tony Nese on the opposite side.
Come on!
Smart Mark Sterling.
Smart Mark Sterling and dopey Paul Turner.
And Woods.
Oh, Woods with a roll-up here.
1, 2.
Yeah, you're not going to get Samoa Joe with a schoolboy.
Now that might get it.
That might work.
May have turned the lights out. And look at how strong Josh Woods is.
That's powerful. Look at his quads just straining.
Woods.
Oh, wow. Connects with the knee.
Bowling shoe ugly, but effective as hell.
Exactly.
2. Oh, we almost had a new champion, gentlemen.
I think Woods was just as surprised as we were that he hit that move.
2 consecutive knees by Josh Woods, the patella colliding with the face of Samoa Joe.
And Smart Mark is coaching his fanny off.
You see Woods maybe looking for it again. Could be a mistake as the lights are back on for Samoa Joe.
Once again, Woods is putting up quite the fight here against this monster.
You already say that, Chris.
Oh, the STO by Samoa Joe.
And Tony Nese. Oh!
How's your father, Tony?
Ain't a forearm right in the face.
Wow.
Now can Joe put this man away, who has given Joe one hell of a fight here tonight?
And he's got Woods perched up top.
He's going for the muscle buster.
Could be it. Muscle buster.
Samoa Joe, the muscle buster. The foreleg hooked. And the win.
He is a monster, Samoa Joe, and he's still the ROH World Television Champion.
Well, he's feeling it, though. Josh Woods definitely put up a great fight tonight on Rampage.
The winner of this match, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
The bigger the stage, the more Joe you want to see.
Well, you want to talk about a big stage coming up this Wednesday night, AEW Grand Slam. Oh, wait.
Oh, wow. Nese comes in with a cheap shot from behind.
And Nese, he's got an axe to grind. And Woods is in on it, too. I'm disappointed in this young man. That was a heck of an effort. No reason for these extracurricular activities.
Well, they're sore losers. They're trying to retaliate. All in the motivation of that goof right there holding the title.
No, it can't be. It's Wardlow.
Wow!
Just over a week ago, defeated Tony Nese. And oh, look at Samoa Joe.
Joe's got his leg. He ain't getting out of that. He's got him in a bear trap.
And he's licking his chops.
Nese and Woods abandoned Smart Mark Sterling.
Oh, this is great. I've been waiting to see this.
I think we all have, Chris.
Kaboo.
Tony Nese saving his advocate, Mark Sterling. Wardlow was just about to conduct the Powerbomb Symphony.
You don't want Wardlow on your trail. He'll get you in the end, I'll tell you that.
Oh, but look at these 2 behemoths.
I'm in.
2 champions standing tall.
I like this.
Wow.
Someday.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Shapes of things to come or newborn allies. Either way, it's interesting.
Wow.
Love it.
I've just been informed by Tony Khan that next Friday night, Rampage Grand Slam, it will be Wardlow and Samoa Joe taking on Tony Nese and Josh Woods. But next Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, the biggest match in Dynamite history. Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, the winner, leaves New York as AEW.
That enables Brian Cage to get back up to his feet.
Oh,
God, that is amazing.
Tremendous leaping ability by Brian Cage. Does not move like a 272-pound man. And now raining down right hands on the back of Samoa Joe's head.
Look how close he was to get that drop kick up. You talked about leaping ability. He was just face to face with him, was able to jump in the air from a standing position and thrust out the legs.
And catch Joe on the nose. Samoa Joe, 6 feet 2 inches tall. And Brian Cage making it look easy. Now driving the shoulders into the midsection and then the chop to the chest of the Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
Yeah, this is where Cage is good. This is where Cage knows he's got some control. He's got his opponent at a disadvantage, trying to wear Joe out on that rope, choking him on that rope.
And now kicks to the midsection. Now, Taz, I'm not sure Brian Cage wants to go kick for kick with Samoa Joe.
No, I agree with you. That's not a good move by Cage because Joe can kick like the Dickens, as they say, right? So and he's got those powerful legs too, Joe does.
And now Brian Cage comes in with the clothesline, takes the champ off his feet.
2 big hosses right there. Cage flexing a single bicep pose. It's a famous thing in the bodybuilding world right there, Schiavone.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I know what a bicep pose is.
Now, boot to the midsection by Cage, stopping Joe in his tracks, and Joe sent into the corner. Big elbow strike, and now the kick by Cage, and a German suplex. Joe landed hard on the shoulder, and our main event continues in picture-in-picture. Can Brian Cage dethrone Samoa Joe? Well, Brian Cage landing that absolutely massive German suplex on Samoa Joe. Backs to the ropes, the short leg drop.
Yeah, I did not think that Brian was going to get him over with that German, but he did.
Yeah. And now Cage covers. Joe able to kick out at 1.
Boy, man, I tell you, the Prince he's noisy if nothing else.
He is, he's loud.
Loud,
he's in charge of the embassy earlier. I said the kingdom. I'm probably going to get buried on Twitter for that. I made a mistake.
Well, they're going to do that anyway.
You know how you don't get buried on Twitter?
What do I do?
You don't read it.
I'm down with that. And Brian Cage right now, he's down with putting some punishment down on Joe.
And you see Joe with the right hand free, alleviating the pressure, at least some of the pressure, by Brian Cage. And we have had an absolutely massive edition of Dynamite here tonight. What a way to cap it off with this main event. Want to send congratulations out to my friend Bill Barnwell, who rightly predicted that this episode of Dynamite would feature Jeff Jarrett, Rick Ross, and Katsuyori Shibata, a huge 3-team parlay for Bill in Vegas.
Wow, how about Bill? Did he make some money off that?
He sure did.
Alrighty then.
The football prognosticator.
Okay, okay, very good for him.
The reversal into the corner. Brian Cage, eats the boot of Samoa Joe, but fires back with a lariat. Cage able to absorb that contact.
Yeah, he didn't want Joe to get any momentum, so he shut him down pretty quick.
The knee drop on the face of the champion. Lateral press, 1. Joe kicking out at 1 again.
He had a smile on his face, but I like the fact that he's trying to continue to cover him and trying to get the win.
He's forcing Joe to exert more energy to kick out. That's what's happening, and it's smart. It's probably something I taught him, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I'm sure did you teach him that haircut?
It does look a little Tazzy.
Yeah, kind of Tazzy. Yeah,
Back in the day, I had the thing going on.
I know you did.
I had more of a mo, not a mohawk. It was half a mohawk. Just a mo.
He had a mo.
This is a mo.
Cage, he hit the pressure.
Damn.
Right now, wearing down Joe. He's got that rear chin lock in tight. Those gigantic biceps and forearms of Brian Cage. Wearing down Joe. It's rare to see this, Excalibur.
And that just speaks to the strength of Brian Cage, that upper body strength. He's able to take Samoa Joe almost completely out of this with such a rudimentary hold.
Yeah, no, you're right. But again, those thick upper body, the shoulders and biceps, triceps, Schiavone of, Cage, he can do that.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things when you're a man of that size. Look at that. Just an elbow, just put him right down to the mat. And he staggered him.
Joe's rocked.
Cage will take flight too. He doesn't, the size, he can do it.
He might do that.
Our main event for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, Brian Cage, 272 pounds, taking flight and crashing down on Samoa Joe on the outside.
Insane athleticism by a guy that is built like a beast. Let's take a look at this. Right over the top rope, damn near landing on his feet and on Samoa Joe, obviously.
We have 2 strong brutes, one who can take flight, one who would just not stay.
Big double bicep pose.
A big double bicep, but potentially a big mistake. There is a lot of animosity in this match. It's not just a title match.
I mean, I know here in the home of Ring of Honor in Baltimore, this would be huge for Brian Cage if he could capture this victory here over Samoa Joe. But here comes Joe with these stinging shots.
Yeah, the pose, cost him, but that spin kick, man, it caught him. God.
Oh, man. Heavy chop. Joe just...
Manhattan drop, and now Samoa Joe hits the ropes. Big Dickensian kick by Joe, and now sits out with the senton. Near leg hooked, and no, Brian Cage able to kick out.
I know we don't have weight divisions in AEW, but this is a heavyweight match.
These are super heavyweights, my man. That's what's going on right about now. Prince Nana slightly concerned for sure for his man, the Machine, Brian Cage.
Samoa Joe sent Cage in the corner, the power slam, the cover, almost a win.
Wow. That was close. Yeah, Joe's a little bit upset they couldn't get the win there.
Man, it's just a great match. It's been a great night like we talked about. I'm excited for Friday night as well, and it's going to be a great rampage.
Talk about heavyweights, though. You talk about super heavyweights and heavyweights. How about one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, Iron Mike Tyson, joining you guys on Rampage, doing commentary throughout the whole show this Friday live from Atlantic City.
Absolutely. Me, ooh, Excalibur, and JR, and Mike Tyson.
That's going to be awesome.
Mike throws a right, I'll duck. He'll let JR.
And Cage headed up to the top. Brian Cage turning in midair, dropping the elbow. He's going to do it. He's going to
Got him.
No.
Man, that was so close. Joe almost did not kick out there.
Samoa Joe in serious trouble. Taz, as we saw in picture-in-picture, Cage did a great job of grinding Joe down, of taking this match nearly to a halt.
Yeah, he did. He wore Joe down for sure. I think that's the best way you put it right there, Excalibur. Now, can he get him up? Joe sat down on him.
That's going to be hard to get him up. I know he's strong, but these guys have pushed each other to the limit.
Well, that's the way to do it with a pump handle, because it's a tighter throw.
Oh, God, he got him up.
Damn, right on his face.
Brian Cage, 2, and Samoa Joe at the last possible moment.
You are not going to see many athletes anywhere in the world watch this pump handle and just inverts him right over and sits out, man. You're not going to see anybody do that to Joe.
Especially this late in the match, Taz, when you've gone so far and you've pushed each other, right?
And Brian Cage went for the discus lariat, Joe.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, Cage reverses.
So strong, Cage.
This is a big-time, big guy matchup.
Discus lariat on target. Cage covers. No.
I'm telling you from experience, those multiple kickouts when you're on bottom, as Joe is, that takes a lot out of you. That's why Joe can't follow up. It's exhausting.
And Taz, I think maybe the saving grace for Samoa Joe right there, Cage did not neutralize the legs.
No, he didn't. And that might have been it if he did.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, Joe, it's hard for him to follow up right now, but Cage looks to be in fine fickle, about ready to finish off Joe.
Whoa, Joe escapes once again.
Maybe not.
Cage tries a Joe reverse.
Joe got him.
Joe changed arms, and now he's got Cage locked in.
You're not getting out of that, Brian. I don't think he's getting those grapevines are in.
No, he tapped.
He had to.
Winner of this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
I used to watch Samoa Joe when I was 15, 16 years old. And I used to watch him beat the crap out of people then. They don't get any tougher than Samoa Joe.
I would like to welcome you to a new and glorious era.
If you want to prove yourself in this business, there's no greater name to do it against than Samoa Joe. He's the personification of toughness in this business. Nobody hits harder for as long. 20 years this guy's been beating the crap out of people. He's a legend in this business. And I'm challenging him. I'm calling him out. I'm saying, you say you're a hard fighter, you say you're hit hard, you're the champion of television. Well, put that championship on the line against me.
Samoa Joe has elevated the Ring of Honor World Television Championship to the point where it's on par with the Ring of Honor World Championship, and that's very difficult to do considering Samoa Joe has a record-breaking reign with the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Samoa Joe is synonymous with the Ring of Honor. He is the longest reigning world champion in Ring of Honor history to this day. When Samoa Joe reappeared in Ring of Honor at Supercard of Honor, it was such a big moment, and it reaffirmed that Ring of Honor was indeed still Ring of Honor.
For the last 7 years, I've been in New Japan Pro Wrestling, proving myself every single night, fighting some of the toughest fighters on this planet, but yet there's still people in America who call themselves wrestling fans who don't know who Juice Robinson is.
One of only 2 men to have 2 victories over Jon Moxley.
Well, on December 11th, you're all gonna wake up from the night before ROH Final Battle, and you will have watched Juice Robinson versus Samoa Joe, and you will see that I proved myself against one of the hardest hitters in the last 20 years in this business. Win, lose, or draw, you will know who Juice Robinson is.
Juice don't care, man. Just go for it. He is vicious.
Joe prides himself on being the undisputed king of television.
For I am the one true king of television.
All kings get dethroned.
He simultaneously has held the Ring of Honor World Television Championship and the TNT title. And Joe brings a big fight feel to every match he's in.
Samoa Joe has always been one of the most intense, hard-hitting professional wrestlers in the world. But now this new attitude of his, I think we're going to continue to see another level of his aggression.
Oh, the title belt could be over.
Out.
It's over. It's over.
I have been in the ring with some of the best AEW wrestlers in the history of the company. Jon Moxley, Cody, Kenny Omega. December 10th, we're gonna add your name to that list, Samoa Joe. And the thing about all three of those guys that I just named, I've beaten them all before. And December 10th, I'm gonna beat you, Samoa Joe. And I'm gonna walk out with the Ring of Honor World Television title.
Joe's on a tear right now. Ooh, look at that Juice fighting from under, man. That's what I'm talking about. I like to see that.
And we're seeing these jabs here. Going to the back foot like Jay Briscoe and Larry Holmes do.
Yeah.
Juice.
Juice got that heart, man, and those jabs are landing. Every one of them are landing in the right place.
But the thing is, he's a southpaw, Caprice. So usually those right set up that left hand from God. We won't see it here as an inverted atomic drop delivers.
Oh, those atomic drops, man. They ring you from inside out. Legit, literally.
Oh! Delivering the senton, pushing the oxygen through the esophagus of Juice Robinson. Cover here. 1, 2. Foot on the ropes.
Yeah, smart.
Joe that close to a successful second title defense on the doorstep, Caprice.
He just told the referee he's done. The thing about Joe is Joe knows when to take it home.
And what a week it would be. That will be 2 title defenses, one on Dynamite, one here on Saturday. It is in a less than 4-day stretch, nearly closer to 3 days. 2 amazing bouts and defenses, but Juice is not going to go quietly.
Absolutely not. He's giving everything he's got, and Juice is still up. A lot of times a guy doesn't move out of desperation. They fall down and try to catch his breath. Juice is staying up, looking eye to eye to the champion and walking towards him.
These jabs again in the Tenryu Kobashi style combination. We saw how much punishment Samoa Joe took Wednesday night. Caprice in there with Darby Allin, and now Juice taking advantage here.
Yeah, and everything Juice does, man, is like so silent. Yeah. Every punch is deliberate.
And the snap
out.
The snap through on the hips of the cannonball, delivering that extra oomph there, Caprice.
He's technically sound. No wasted movement.
There's absolutely no way Samoa Joe could have been 100% coming into this, and this might be the perfect opportunity for Juice to get more gold in 2022. The former US IWGP champion. Oh, high fly flow style. 1, 2, and no.
Right there tells you how much trouble Joe's in, not even able to avoid that. Joe's in a lot of trouble.
And think about this, Caprice. In a year where Juice Robinson has won in tag matches, multi-man singles against Okada, Tanahashi, Moxley, Kingston, Will Ospreay. As we look at the replay, it would be icing on the cake to end the year with a victory and the Ring of Honor World Television title.
That would be a capital at the end of the year.
The legendary names undisputed. We're talking future Hall of Famers. We're talking about the best of the past and the present. Joe turning the tide, though.
But every time Joe turns the tide, both of these guys have expended a lot of energy. Neither one of them are able to capitalize on what they've done. But Joe's walking forward with a mission in mind.
Uh-oh. Joe with a gut wrench here, has him up. Plants Juice. Fingers locked. 2, and wow. Stays with it. Catches him in an STF. Shades of Wants a Chono here. And those fingers are locked tight. That's why you see Juice going to the hands. Oh, and readjusting.
He's blocked it. He's dead center in the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. He's got to tap.
Transitions into a crossface.
Let's see, can move his hips out. Get that leg out and press.
And you're right.
Third leg out.
He's fighting.
Push the hip.
Swinging that knee out. And Juice, that shoulder, we know it.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it, yeah.
And he's had a lot of trouble over the years with that right shoulder. That plant, he's the one he's planting with.
He has to scoop that hip. There you go.
Getting to the ropes.
To the blood on the ropes.
Oh, jeez. The remnants and the memories of violence past commemorate and collide with violence present here between Samoa Joe and Juice Robinson.
You're a bad man, Ricky Bobby. You're a bad man.
And Joe and Juice. The crowd rallying behind the ROH Hall of Famer. Still in the prime of his career, the dual champion fighting one of the most vigorous schedules in the history of AEW and Ring of Honor. It is Joe now looking for the muscle buster.
He's going to try to end it here. He already said he was ready to go home. But Juice is saying, I'm not ready to go home.
Sunset flip, 2. Ooh. Just a 2 count there.
I tell you what, a sunset flip this late in the match can end it all.
Absolutely. We've seen it time and again in Ring of Honor.
See that stagger step?
Oh!
Yeah. It was a stagger in Joe's step that allowed Juice to recover and hit that kick. If you're gonna make a move, you gotta move through with it.
Shades of Booker T deep in the heart of Texas with that big side kick there. Planting Joe.
Yeah, Joe smacked the back of his head on the way down.
And it is Juice now who has somehow found himself in the advantageous position. It is Juice's move. And he might only get one shot, so he's got to think carefully here, Caprice, about what he's going to do to capture that title.
He's looking to take a high risk. High risk is every bit of that high risk. Yeah.
Oh! Wow! Joe with Juice's legs trapped. Juice giving up his own skull, his own head. Forearms connect. It's Joe looking for the muscle buster again.
Juice has got to do it. Nowhere to go.
Oh! Got it! He got him!
That's it, Rick Cabana.
Cover,
I promise you that much.
3.
The winner of this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
What a fight from Juice Robinson in the breakneck schedule. The filming in Hollywood, the defenses on Dynamite of the TNT title, Rampage, you name it. Samoa Joe is must-see TV, and he is the king of television.
A pay-per-view as a champion, especially a new champion, it gets the momentum going that nobody can take, especially if you defend the title at a pay-per-view.
And the money gets bigger and bigger, and when the stakes are higher, and there's almost no higher stakes in Ring of Honor than Supercard of Honor. But Deppen fighting back, he's up top here.
Yeah, that's what I mean by Deppen.
Oh!
Yeah.
Called Junior Walker, shotgun drop kick.
You're dead, Joe!
And charging in, up and over. Out to the apron, Joe swinging a miss. It's Deppen now sticking and moving, cutter.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do to get the champion. Ooh, nice pull in, deep
2.
cover.
And I love the way he cradled the arm. He tried to pull that arm in to keep him stuck. Tony Deppen needs to stay on him here.
That's what I mean, Deppen's smart.
Oh, goodness.
Samoa Joe caught him.
A Deppen with the knee, 2.
So you know what? Samoa Joe caught him with that instep, but Deppen landed that knee as well, almost like a double knockout there.
We saw it, final battle we heard last week. Deppen wants that TV title, and he's so close right now, Caprice.
Yeah, but what Deppen can't do is look around to see and wait for the fans' approval. If they're not with you, just go and do what you need to do. They'll come later. Yeah, he wasted time on that one. Might have bumped with his knee as well.
Charging in, Joe, that time.
That's what he was looking for.
Got it that time.
Yeah.
That Uranagi planning Deppen.
The champion is stalking the challenger. Lights about to be out. No!
Out of the sleeper, out of the choke, 2. Had the counter with the Gokina clutch there. Clothesline. Plants him down, though.
I'll tell you what, that's like saying king me right there. Samoa Joe has found his bait.
Uh-oh. Deppen in a bad way.
Yeah.
A Caprice. Samoa Joe hits the muscle buster.
That's got to do it, Rick Cabana.
2. Got it.
Yeah.
The match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
As we went off the air last week, 2 title matches announced. I'm so glad that Tony Khan and the ROH Board of Directors gave us a 3rd to kick things off this week. Tony Deppen, a game challenger.
Yeah.
Joe looks unstoppable, Caprice.
Yeah, Deppen will be back, but the king of television reigns supreme. Samoa Joe, still your television champion.
Joe's reign continues, and you have to wonder, the battles with Darby Allin notwithstanding, just how long he can remain the king of television, Caprice.
Oh, let's hear what the champion has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you to the new Ring of Honor. And like I said, there's a lot new here, and there is much to be celebrated. But there's one thing that always remains true when it comes to this ring right here. And that when it comes to Ring of Honor and what happens in between these ropes, Samoa Joe always runs things around here. And as of right now, your champion needs contenders. So if anybody in the back wants to come out here and make their case, the champ will see you now.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Oh, yeah! Whoa!
Big Joe! Been a long time, baby. What's good?
Come on now, if you got something to say, then man up and say it.
You know just as well as I know what I'm about to say. That TV title, my man, that's my destiny. So what you say, me versus you?
Can't be more simple than that.
I say, any day I get an opportunity to get in a fist fight with the Briscoe is a good day to me. I accept.
Wow!
Reach for the sky, boy.
Mark Briscoe has always said it has been his dream to capture the Ring of Honor World Television title. Samoa Joe accepts the challenge. Joe, Mark Briscoe, World Television title. Fans, we will try and get you an update. I know the contracts need to be drawn up, papers need to be signed, but that's a dream match.
If you look at the road that Mark Briscoe is on, win after win after win, he's almost unstoppable. And to have a title match in hand, we may be looking at a new champion.
Here with the king of television and the current ROH TV champion, Samoa Joe. And from my understanding, you have something to say, so the floor is yours.
I do, Lexi, and thank you for giving me this time. You see, every great champion, not only must he represent his championship, but he must give fair warning to those who seek to be contenders. And Mark Briscoe, it seems that you've forgotten what you're about to get into the ring with. So tonight, I'm gonna provide you with a little reminder. Tonight, anybody in the back who wants to come out and get them some, an open challenge, me versus you for the ROH Television Championship. And Mark Briscoe, watch very carefully as I remind you of the man you're getting into the ring with.
His opponent runs from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 310 pounds, and the defending Ring of Honor World Television Champion, the King of Television, Samoa Joe.
So many things handed down to Cheeseburger, but he has earned them. And this man has earned the title of King of Television.
Yeah.
The Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe, who we wondered. We saw Mark Briscoe sign for the fight against Tony Nese earlier tonight in our opening contest. Samoa Joe has a big money fight against Mark Briscoe if he can win against Cheeseburger here tonight in our main event.
And Cheeseburger has that shote that could knock anybody out at any time. All he has to do is land it on your chin, and it's a sure knockout.
Now, this is, let's make no bones about it, this is unquestionably, maybe on paper, one of the biggest mismatches in the history of the World Television title. But Cheeseburger nearly defeated Roderick Strong for it.
You remember, Mark? You remember what you get in the ring with? Me!
In Collinsville, Illinois in 2016.
Cheeseburger's,
man, I love Burger.
Yeah, he's the constant underdog. You can never count him out.
Shot to the midsection there. Burger trying to fight back. Forearm connects off the ropes, and Joe. Man.
Yeah.
And you never want to not. You never want to take it.
I'm going to remind you this.
And now he's calling out Mark Briscoe. Wait, Joe is seeing right through this bout in our main event. And he, oh goodness. Headbutt here, and he's
for the muscle buster already.
He's looking to end it.
Are you kidding me?
And a muscle buster.
Oh man, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, over. Wow.
Got it.
The winner of this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
You can only play the schedule in front of you. And the schedule, the next date. March 31st against Mark Briscoe for the World Television title after the successful defense. And he's already beaten him with a muscle buster.
Come on, Joe.
No, come on. And you were going to do permanent damage to Cheeseburger. And this has gone beyond successful title defense. Yes, this was the anticipated result. But this is, oh, come on.
Come on, man. Why you got to put your hands on
Bobby Cruz?
What do you have to prove by beating up Cheeseburger?
This is a mismatch on paper. You can't fault Burger for signing the open contract to try and win the title. You can't fight Joe. He has to fight the schedule in front of him. You can't pick your opponents when you're the champion off the ties.
That's what he wanted.
And he has gotten exactly what he has anticipated and wanted. March 31st. The Ring of Honor World Television title will be on the line. And there will be nowhere to run. But he is inside the head of Mark Briscoe. Fans, we will see these two meet in 8 days at Super Carnival.
The question that I keep hearing is, can Mark beat Joe? In tag team competition, absolutely.
But in a singles match, we couldn't beat Joe.
Mark Briscoe, it seems that you've forgotten what you're about to get into the ring with.
Do you remember, Mark? You remember what you get in the ring with? Me! I'm gonna make you remember.
When you're in a tag team, you're spent, you tag out. Well, I can't tag out right now. I gotta do this not only for me, not only for my brother, but I'm doing this for my kids, for my family.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God will cut you down.
I am Samoa Joe. I am violence made flesh, ruthlessness manifest. Come Supercard of Honor, Mark, I'm gonna remind you.
You'd have to be crazy right now to bet against Mark Briscoe. He's got a lot of help, and that help ain't on earth right now.
It's my destiny to drop that froggy bow on you. It's my destiny to hit you with that J-Driller. And it's my destiny to become the World Television Champion at Supercard.
And this World Television title match resets here at the Galen Center, the largest gate in the history of Ring of Honor in Southern California. It's Caprice Coleman, Nigel McGuinness, and Rick Cabana, and right now, Caprice, this match is in the balance.
Absolutely. You can see Mark Briscoe digging with everything he has, digging deep.
And he's going to the corner, Caprice.
Oh man, he's like Jay. Wow. Oh my goodness.
And he's,
oh man.
And they beat the standing 10 count.
Yeah.
And
wait a second, did he?
He was looking for
a tag.
He wasn't there, but he found something else. And it's Mark Briscoe with the Uranagi. 300 pounds, Uranagi. 2-head new champion, not right now.
Look at the eyes of Mark Briscoe. It's like he tagged in something inside of him. The spirit inside of him has risen because he knows that Jay is not too far away.
The arms butterflied, looking for the Jay Driller. Instead, Joe with the headbutt, giving up his own head, Nigel.
Certainly well known for that headbutt. And well known for a power slam. That could be it.
The fingers clapped, and we just get a 2 count. 2 count only there.
That will, determination, but he's driven by faith.
Oh, and those quick knees stun Mark Briscoe. He has him up. Powerbomb plants him. 1, 2. The finger's still locked, and he's going right into the STF here.
My goodness, smart game plan by the champion.
Step over Toho with the face bar. You can see a little bit of claret coming out of the nose of the champion there. If he's tasted his own blood, he's ready to take a bite out of Briscoe and put him away.
Oh, stepping it any deeper.
Arm trapped here. And look at the blood pouring out of the nose, the mouth of Samoa Joe. Blood in the mouth of Mark Briscoe as he gets to the ropes.
A little bit of frustration from the champion. What's going through Joe's head now?
Nigel, he has hit Mark Briscoe with everything he's got. Oh, he just licked the blood.
Yeah. Tasting his own blood. He knows he's in a fight now, and he likes it.
Just standing over Mark Briscoe, who's back to his feet. These chops delivering. Blistering the chest of Samoa Joe.
He will not relent. He will keep on going.
Off the ropes, Joe ducks the right. It's Joe, and Mark Briscoe dumps him on his neck.
My goodness.
Wait a second! Briscoe on his feet. Oh, but the clothesline spins him inside out. Cover, 2 and no.
My goodness, that was so close. I'm so glad I'm not Paul Turner.
On the precipice of victory, of retaining that Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
Can you believe it? Even I thought that was over.
And the names that have held this championship: Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, Tomohiro Ishii, Matt Taven. Just top flight stars. We're seeing 2 Hall of Famers compete over this title. Nigel giving it everything they got.
I mentioned it earlier. Hold on a second. Looking for the muscle buster from the top. Not doing the right thing. He does not want to get caught with that.
Yeah, he had that scouted.
And driving that boot in with the head start. And Joe's in a pro position. Hey, Joe's in a pro position. What? And he's close enough to the corner. Mark going all the way to the top. Reaches to the sky.
Don't waste your time, Mark. Let's go. Froggy Bomb. He's going to do it.
He
got
champion. It. 1, 2. No. But he's not giving up. Every moment where we needed someone in the locker room to lift us up, to carry us up, it was Mark Briscoe we turned to.
Calling for the Jay Driller. An homage to his brother. Can he get Joe up?
That's a big task.
Oh, arms are butterflied. Joe counters up and over. Mark delivers with the forearm here. The challenger in control here. And he's looking for the cutthroat driver. The cutthroat driver. It was countered. And he's got him in the choke. Mark is fading. Mark is fading. His body is limp. The cutthroat driver countered. And he's reaching back. He's fighting back.
Briscoe's got to tuck his chin, protect his carotid artery, or he is going out.
And he's reaching for his family.
Look at the face of Joe, he's concerned.
Oh, goodness. Sleeper suplex. And back to the choke in the center of the ring.
He's dead serious.
The tongue's out, that's in deep.
Oh, and Mark is fading. Oh, that arm is gone limp.
No,
that arm is gone limp.
God.
The winner of this match by referee stoppage, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
We heard it from Joe. He said he didn't care who was on the schedule. He didn't care who he would defend that title against. He loved, admired, respected Jay Briscoe. He loves, admires, respects Mark Briscoe. And tonight, we went to the river, but we were sent back down the mountain, Caprice.
You know what? He gave everything he's got. He's got that championship shot. Respect is still in. Briscoe gave it everything he had.
Ooh.
Code of honor adhered to. A sensational effort, nothing to be ashamed of, from Mark Briscoe, who's had the weight of the world on his shoulders. He looks at his family. He has all the love in the world surrounding him right now. Mark Briscoe stands alone in more ways than one as Samoa Joe leaves Ring of Honor World Television Champion. We're proud of you, Mark. We love you. We love the Pugh family, the Briscoe family. Mark gave it everything he had. And Caprice, you know how much that title means to Mark. It's got to be killing him right now. The one factor that might be the saving grace here is the fans love him right now.
Well, you know, sometimes you want something so hard and then you don't get it. You feel like the life is over, but your life is not over. You're still standing, you're still breathing, you still have a chance. Every time you wake up in the morning, you have a brand new day of fresh air that somebody didn't get. You take that brand new day and you walk with it with your head up and you continue to chase your dreams. One day, it's gonna come to you.
This is just one more mountain to climb.
Reach for the sky, indeed, it's another day with tears in his eyes. A hug to his mother. They've gone through so much.
His sister, Jay's sister. You see Mark's children. And that's what it's about. I know Mark has the strength to get to the top of the mountain. I know he has the resolve. When he looks in his children's eyes, when he looks in his family's eyes, he knows that he has the support he needs. Does he have the courage to reach once again for his dream? Jay lived out his dream. Jay got to the world title. Mark's dream is that television title. We're gonna find out. Mark got knocked out tonight. But will Mark have the courage that we've seen displayed in Technicolor if he can find that one more time? And that's not our decision to make, Caprice.
Well, you know what? He's down, but he's not out. Mark will come back. Mark will fight another day. That's just the way Mark is. Mark has faith. He has unfailing faith, and he will be back again. He's disappointed. We're disappointed. Everybody wanted to see a new champion tonight, but just not tonight. But you know what? This is not over yet.
If there's one man that epitomizes the pathos of Ring of Honor, it is Mark Briscoe.
And he's got that optimist confidence, Caprice. You and I worked with him in the headphones. We've seen him in the ring.
I've wrestled him in the ring before, man. He's everywhere he goes, he's a constant professional. He's able to think outside the box, just like that right there. He knows what he's doing at all times. He's not going to do what you want him to do. He will make a fool out of you, continuing to wrestle.
Two. And it's that worldwide style, that Les Kellett World of Sport style that he brings. The travels to Japan, the tours of Japan, to China, all over the world. Colt Cabana.
Oh! But that's what Samoa Joe was waiting on, that opportunity to cut him off. Cuts him off with that elbow. You can see in Colt Cabana's face that was out of nowhere.
These quick jabs, Joe. Oh, and unlike Larry Holmes, he used to step back on those jabs. Joe really drives all of his body weight through him, Caprice.
Yeah, driving right through Colt Cabana's face. Colt Cabana fighting back.
Yeah, he's got a huge gas tank, a huge heart. Colt Cabana was a guest of the Milwaukee Brewers earlier today. Oh! But he is not a guest in the house of the King of Television, Samoa Joe. Insaguri connects. Hooks the leg. Two.
Already, Colt only able to get one shoulder up. That shows how much damage that kick had from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe working on that kinesic tape. Wow.
And now the neck vice here. Joe has found an opening on Cabana.
Yeah. It's hard not to take a target if you paint it, Riccaboni.
Cabana, though, gets the hips out from under him. Colt now trying to fight back. You're absolutely right, though, Caprice. The head, the shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Joe just really taking advantage of the fact that there's a bullseye dead on the shoulder of Colt Cabana.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. You can't help what you go in the ring with. You want to protect it. And but if you got a bullseye on it, the opponent can go at it and will go at it. And that's exactly what the champion is doing.
Trying to get back to his feet. The hips again, back up off the mat. Cabana with the wrist. Trying to hold on to it. Another snap mare. Joe's keeping him on the mat here.
Oh, man. God. He's just focusing on that area. Even the elbow right on the shoulder.
Hooks the leg. Cover. 2. Left too much daylight, though, on the cover. And the wars between these two men, I think back to 2004. The Frontier Fieldhouse. Colt Cabana came within an inch of becoming the Ring of Honor World Champion. The Pure Championship defense. Colt nearly outsmarted, outthunk Samoa Joe. Today it's going to be a battle of heart. It's going to be a battle of determination. Colt Cabana trying to fight back in our main event, the Ring of Honor World Television title on the line.
I don't know about you, but I know Colt Cabana is definitely built for TV. He'd make a great television champion, Riccaboni.
He came so close in the inaugural title's history in 2011. Oh, looking for the muscle buster.
Yeah, early.
And there's a literal bullseye connecting on the head of Samoa Joe. Shot across the jaw there. Oh, Colt, big boot. Second rope on the inside. Colt up and over. Rolling.
Nice.
Catches Joe, the champion, in trouble. 2 count only. Ducks the right, and now Cabana with jabs of his own.
There you go. Blocked it.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you know each other.
Oh, and there's the elbow. Cabana delivers. And charging in, flying apple. Sending Joe down. Caprice. Colt's on the doorstep. Big splash. We can have a new champion right here. Cover. 2. 2 count only. 2 count only on the World Television Champion. Colt Cabana looking to win his first singles championship in Ring of Honor. Nearly 20+ years in Ring of Honor. Could make history here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but when you get that close, you realize that the champion is human. You can beat this guy. Colt Cabana has to stay on him. That headbutt right between the eyes of Colt Cabana.
Irish whip into the corner. Nobody home for the champion. Drop toe hold. The champion is down. Colt Cabana opportunity. Climbing up top. Caprice's looking for the moonsault.
Beautiful. Oh. Knees up.
Oh.
Knees up. That's it.
Colt
That's
getting
it.
clutch. Hey, Colt trying to fight it. Trying to fight it. That's it.
Wow.
The winner of this match by submission and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
What a title match. What a main event here at Caprice. Samoa Joe remains your Ring of Honor Television Champion.
That guy, I tell you, Samoa Joe always finding ways to put you away at all times, looking for the Koji, looking for whatever he can do to end the match. He doesn't get paid by the hour, Riccaboni.
Listen to that reaction for Samoa Joe. If that doesn't inspire confidence in the TV champion, I don't know what will. Not that Joe needs it.
In a long storied history between these two men in the ring together 92 times by my count heading into this bout, this being the 93rd. Across many organizations have competed for the Ring of Honor World title, the Pure title, and now the television title. They've teamed together. It is not unusual to see these two men in the ring. The last time they were in a Ring of Honor ring together was back in 2015 when we thought we were seeing Samoa Joe for the last time in a Ring of Honor ring. Of course, that's not the case. One of the most dominant TV champs we've ever seen here in ROH. Off the ropes, shoulder tackle, but he's got to get through Daniels, former Ring of Honor World Champion. As we hear the crowd, two of the all-time greats here in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, split.
Yeah, they're split. That's the right. Sticking and moving the forearms. Daniels in tremendous shape.
Yeah, always.
Wow.
And just bent into a new shape there.
It was the shape of Samoa Joe that he ran straight into.
And these Larry Holmes-style jabs just driving Daniels down into the corner. Planting from the back foot, that unorthodox style, but he makes the most of it.
Well, it's so incredible the way he controls his movement. No wasted motion. Oh, but that motion lands every time.
That's torque, velocity, power, impact in less than 2 seconds.
And hooks the cover. 2 count on the lateral press there. The World Television title, certainly one of the most prestigious titles here in Ring of Honor, gained its world status. It's been defended in Japan. It's changed hands in Japan. It's changed hands in the UK, changed hands in Canada. Certainly a world title by any definition, and Joe now ranks 3rd.
Well, that's right. Now it is in the hands of Samoa Joe, which are gripping onto the trapezius muscle there, into the shoulder of Christopher Daniels. Now, of course, Caprice, you don't want to put words in Christopher Daniels' mouth, but Samoa Joe had a lot of the offense, thus far. If you're Christopher Daniels, how do you combat the fearsome Samoa Joe?
You try to wait for somebody like Joe to make a mistake, and he doesn't make many. The hard thing is how much damage can Christopher Daniels take? The older you get, sometimes those things, they add up to you, and it's harder to recover.
And Joe very methodically, every movement counts, Caprice. You're absolutely right.
And I've got to be honest, Caprice, if you wait for Samoa Joe to make a mistake, you might be waiting a long time. You've got to make him make a mistake.
And Daniels going right for these forearms here. Back of the elbow to the back of the neck. Off the ropes, charging.
Space.
Hooks the leg, 2, could it be? 2 count only.
Yeah, you can't give somebody like that space, man. Samoa Joe, all he needs is a breath of fresh air to recover, and he just proved it right there.
Christopher Daniels was trying to change strikes with Joe. Never a good. Watch out, here it comes.
Coquina clutch block. Rolls up, 2.
Now this is where I feel Christopher Daniels has the advantage. He knows Joe's playbook like no one else.
Swing and a miss. And it's Daniels with a jawbreaker. And STO plants Joe. And Nigel, you know that when he plants an opponent by the corner, he looks for that BME. Joe getting to his feet, though, right away.
Yeah, best moonsault ever, and certainly Joe very familiar, very aware of that fact. So getting back to his feet to avoid it.
Kick in the midsection. Now second rope on the inside. Daniels. Complete shot-style move. Lateral press, hooks the leg, 2, and...
You got to look there, the size of Samoa Joe when Christopher Daniels hooks the leg to try and get the pinfall. Samoa Joe is a monster.
Calling for the Angel's wings. Can he get the monster up here, Nigel? The arms butterflied. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was too big of an angel right there.
Oh, ducks the clothesline. He likes that Uranagi. Don't know if it's going to work against Joe. Up and into the corner. And Joe with Daniels in the corner. We've seen this.
Yeah.
Muscle buster.
That's it, Riccaboni. I promise you that much.
Got him.
The winner of this match, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Joe's pursuit of history as the longest reigning world champion continues on his quest to become the undisputed king of television, the longest reigning world television champion. He will soon pass 400 days. He is chasing down Dragon Lee and Jay Lethal. They're the only men that remain in front of him for that honor, Nigel.
His opponent, wrestling out of Huntington Beach, California, weighing 310 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe!
There are very few individuals in Ring of Honor, Nigel, that have held a championship for over 400 days. You are one of them. Samoa Joe is another. Samoa Joe is closing in on 400 days with the television title. His eyes set on a second record-setting reign, of course, holding the longest world title reign.
Indeed, a very elite club, no pun intended, and certainly, as we see Christian there, look on ominously at that prestigious title. Samoa Joe, one of the most formidable, one of the most recognizable, and one of the most dominant champions in Ring of Honor history. Good Lord, did you take a look in the eyes of Blake Christian there?
Yeah.
Shaking in his boots, and with good reason. Blake Christian has got to come out fast and hard here against Joe.
The crowd firmly behind Samoa Joe. Blake Christian is going to have to stick and move, doing so there. And with some style, Caprice, as the crowd gets behind Blake here.
That look in Joe's eyes is you can move all you want to. It's only a matter of time before I get my hands on you.
And he reminds me a lot of you, Caprice, the way he moves, the way the innovation, just with the next generation. A beautiful spinning kick there.
That's what I like about Blake Christian. He's sticking and moving. All heart is in play, and he is not afraid of Samoa Joe. Waited for this opportunity and got what he asked for. Oof. Look at that.
Well, you might call him all heart, but he's using his brain right now, trying to take out the leg, the left knee of Samoa Joe. Not a bad strategy, but I've got to be honest, fellas, not one I expected out of Christian.
It's a great strategy, taking out the will of a big man, and you know how much you depend on your legs, Nigel.
Well, Samoa Joe, he's had issues with his knees as well in terms of injuries, and certainly Christian, certainly done some homework as well.
And it's funny, you mentioned that you didn't anticipate this game plan. He's shown he's capable of this technical wrestling like with the figure four here, Nigel, in his brief New Japan appearances. It's very difficult to turn on wrestling these days and not see Blake Christian. I think he has a shot tonight because he's learned to survive and adapt.
Certainly somewhat ubiquitous.
And we're seeing that here.
Christian, but wait a second.
Very smart. Very smart by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has seen what Christian came in with that game plan. Move that leg out of the way. Samoa Joe is not going to let him go at it again, but that's a great game plan Christian has come in with.
Here's one of the things I learned facing off against Joe a number of times. You do not want to raise the ire of this man, because as you are seeing, he has aggression in spades.
Did you see that last stomp, Nigel? Samoa Joe had to grab the ropes to stay on his feet.
And coming off his feet with ease there.
And the torque of the hips.
Did you say torque, Riccaboni? That's like some Buddy Landell elbow.
Cover, two.
Like a Buddy Landell elbow right there. I like that.
Yes, indeed.
Corkscrew elbow.
Wrenching the neck here.
Obviously a big size difference between the champion and the challenger here. You might compare Samoa Joe to a lion, the king of the jungle, whereas perhaps Christian more like a little jackal or a hyena, about getting ready to get eaten up.
Escaped the power bomb, but barely. At what cost? Off the ropes. God, cover! Two, and the Buzz Sawyer style power slam gets two.
So vicious. Such a quick snap on that power, Sam. So difficult to avoid it once Joe's got his clutches on. Here he goes, he's looking for it. Coquina clutch, wide open.
And Christian trying to find a way out, springing up. Jawbreaker.
I like this about Blake Christian. He's not taking this title shot for nothing. Whoa! And that's what I'm talking about. He's done his homework. He anticipates the big moves. But this may be it, Riccaboni.
And the muscle
That's
buster.
it, Riccaboni. I promise you that much.
Joe retains.
The winner of this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion,
A great strategy from young Blake Christian. Certainly started off the match well, but ultimately the veteran experience of Samoa Joe came into play in the jungle, the mighty jungle. The Lion certainly didn't sleep tonight.
Here with the Ring of Honor Television Champion Samoa Joe. Now, Samoa Joe, Matt Sydal issued a challenge to face you for your Ring of Honor Television Championship. It's happening here tonight. What's going on with your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, of course, I would accept Matt Sydal's challenge. I mean, why wouldn't? An example needs to be made. Tonight, we learn a lesson. We learn what happens when ambition outstrips common sense. Matt Sydal, I understand your ambition is to be a champion here in ROH. But common sense would dictate that path does not come through me. And the fact that you chose to call me out, Matt, tonight, you learn that lesson.
What do you think Sydal can do to win the television title here tonight?
I think Sydal knows Joe. He has to, I would say, try not to get hit, which is hard to do. But the thing about Samoa Joe is if you know him, long enough, you can almost anticipate some of his movement. You can anticipate his movement, and you can react to that. Sometimes you can cut him off. But this guy's a monster, Riccaboni.
No.
And you see this nerve hold here, Nigel. You've been on the opposing end of this. How hard is it to get your bearing, to get your balance back?
It's extremely uncomfortable. If you ever had a pinched nerve, you slept the wrong way, you've been in a car accident, this is exactly how that feels. And
So much behind that power slam, the grip and the grasp. The impact alone was powerful, but then after the impact, he had to break the grasp with the hands.
Yeah, Samoa Joe is the epitome of no wasted motion. Calculated offense, he waits, and then he strikes like a cobra.
And we had talked, Nigel, before we went on the air. Collision debuts this weekend, 8 p.m. TNT Live. Samoa Joe's in the main event. He, Juice Robinson, and Jay White take on CM Punk, former Ring of Honor World Champion and FTR. We were wondering if his mind would be in the right place, but I think it is right now.
What a night of action. What a memorable moment that is going to be. Not just...
Run your mouth.
Yeah, Joe there talking about how Sydal said that he grabbed the mic to ask what is his. What is his right now is an arse whooping at the hands of Samoa Joe, but wait a second.
He's fighting back, Sydal, not one to ever give up.
Ooh! That's that heart on display.
And Joe with Sydal sized up, charging in, nobody home. Sydal rolling Joe up. 1, 2. Sydal on the attack here. Jumping knee, catches Joe.
I will say this, guys. Samoa Joe does not want to go into collision without the Ring of Honor TV title. That will be a big bruise to his pride.
Certainly would, especially with Twisted Metal coming up. He's the star of that television show. Big swing kick, planting Sydal down and out of the ring.
Joe tried to reverse out of the hold there. Got caught, though. That stunned the big man. And now both champion and challenger down.
Anytime I see you wiggling your fingers, we know what that means, Nigel. He's lost feeling.
Trying to get it back now is Sydal. Arguably a little bit more sprightly back to his feet.
And this speed, this explosiveness of Sydal, it may be the key to victory. Popped up and whoa! Powerbomb reversed into the Hurricane Rana. But that knee, holding on to that knee, Nigel.
Certainly some damage done to the knee. Sydal needs to be smart and try to end this one quickly. Oh, good luck.
Nice fake. Fake out by Sydal. Fakes up, goes low, cover. 2. Wow, out the back door there.
Great cover by Sydal as well.
Sydal doing absolutely everything to try to pin his opponent. Couldn't hook those legs, and that's the thing. Samoa Joe's legs are so powerful, it's almost impossible to get his body weight across his shoulders.
And Sydal going up top. This is his specialty. Maybe looking for those knees again. And, connect! The Meteora! Hooks the leg! 2! Wow!
That knee still working on Sydal, even though Sydal is in control. He's still fighting so much adversity just to get back to his feet after that awesome meteor.
And those knees again, he's giving up his own knee caprice to try and inflict damage on Joe.
But it's worth it if he becomes a new television champion. The champion's on his feet. And Sydal's in a bad situation.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Samoa Joe! Muscle buster! Hooks the leg! 2! Joe retains!
The winner of this match, and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe!
History awaits Samoa Joe this Saturday night, live 8 p.m. TNT Collision. He teams with Bullet Club Gold to take on the returning CM Punk, FTR. 3 men, in fact, all 6 men with deep ties to the history of Ring of Honor. One of its really trailblazers, Matt Sydal, challenging for the television title, but it is Samoa Joe who retains here tonight. Gentlemen, what about?
Hi, we're here today on behalf of Ring of Honor at the debut of AEW Saturday Night Collision, ahead of the great main event tonight involving the ROH World Television Champion Samoa Joe. We're here to celebrate over 1 year of dominance by our great World TV Champion, and we're here today as the ROH Board of Directors to present Samoa Joe with a new World Television Championship belt.
Tony, it is my pleasure to...
Hey, Tony, I got this for you. It's my pleasure.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, gentlemen, and it is my pleasure as the chairman of ROH to present the World Television Champion Samoa Joe with a new championship belt.
Oh, Tony, thank you. I have to admit, this is a big surprise. It's well-deserved. It's well-deserved, right? And, you know, tonight is a big night. It's a big debut for us, a night of big returns. You know what? I can't think of a better way to celebrate than breaking your boy's face tonight in that ring. Welcome to Chicago, my town.
Thank you.
Hello, Samoa Joe here, your ROH Television Champion. And this week, I take on Roderick Strong in the Owen Hart Invitational. Roderick, you are a fantastic athlete. You are a dangerous individual in the ring, but if there's one thing that's always been true, Roderick, is that when it comes to facing me, you always come up short. And this week, it'll be no different. And thanks to my marvelous benefactor, Tony Khan, my brand new ROH Television Championship.
Yeah, show that gratitude for Tony Khan. You know, he's at Gorilla, working hard. That's why me, the big dog, Stokely Hathaway, that's why I'm backstage running things. So what if you show me that same gratitude? Huh?
You run things?
Yeah.
Oh, you run things?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You know, I can actually get behind that. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because when I think of somebody who's going to handle business, I think Stokely Hathaway, the guy who is going to take Ring of Honor to another level, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
you that man, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Stokely Hathaway, the big boss, right?
Yeah.
Stokely Hathaway, the man who only has to adhere to one rule in order to get things right. You know what that rule is?
What is it, Joe?
Is that Stokely runs things, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I run you. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like working with you.
The next move. And I think that that shows the respect Joe has for Castle, that he's not laying off the gas, that he hasn't taken his feet off the pedal.
Of course, because he knows what Dalton Castle is capable of.
Absolutely. Nice snap suplex there. And Castle trying to get to the outside of the ropes. Great pin. As Joe trapping one arm, Castle sneaks out the back door with the right shoulder.
I'll tell you what, man, Samoa Joe is like a methodical juggernaut. He knows exactly what he's doing and waiting for an opportunity to pull right through you.
Imagine being in the ring with that man. It's terrifying.
Yeah. Absolutely.
As you see Joe, the terror continues as Joe with the cravata over the top rope.
God.
Look at this, Stephon Smith, I don't envy. He's got to make some critical calls here tonight. And he's going to do so with some deference to the fact it's a championship bout as the boys look on in concern, Caprice.
I'd be concerned too. Dalton Castle in a lot of trouble trying to get some space, trying to get out of Samoa Joe's reach, and Samoa Joe making it ever so hard for him.
What?
Oh.
What is this?
Oh, hey, he threw him back in. So many ways to interfere, but they threw him back in.
I don't think I've used this word before, but they are pipsqueaks.
Pipsqueaks. That's a pointed term.
Thank you.
As Joe, sending Castle now to the outside. Wait a minute, the boys who are licensed seconds in Ring of Honor. I saw them at the commissioner's office.
And every second that passes, it gives Dalton Castle time to recover. Time to grab wind. There you go. Cutting off Samoa Joe as he comes back into the ring. Samoa Joe trying to get to his feet. He's back up. Snap power slam, cover. 2, put him.
Beautiful power slam.
Samoa Joe is like a monster that will not go away, not relenting. And you can see in pain, Dalton Castle grasping for air.
Because Joe knows he's weakened, and Joe knows that back is a sweet spot.
You're right. I'm not going to disagree with you there, man. Joe is a machine. Joe is a monster. Joe is a beast. Joe is a champion for a reason.
In the first of 6 title bouts here tonight, Joe with the advantage here of the knife edge chop across the blistered, bruised, bloody chest. Oh, but he gets
there. You go.
Attention diverted. And Joe charging in. No one home. Dalton's got a stick and move here. He's got to really divert the focus from the ribs in the back and just focus now on attacking Joe.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to give it everything that he has to win.
He's got a short window of time to try to keep Samoa already go. Wow. Wait a second.
Are they helping Dalton float?
Well, what would have happened if they weren't there?
Dalton would have been done. Oh, and no one home. Joe to the outside. And Castle 1 second after looking like Eddie Vedder in '91 in Seattle.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
The boys prep Dalton back up.
Yeah, but Norman is a crash and burn.
Well, that didn't turn out so well, obviously.
Going around the world. Joe, who's countered that before. Against CM Punk, cannot do it to Castle.
I wonder what this momentum is doing. Dalton Castle seeing some more. They're too close to us.
They're
too
right
close.
Here.
Oh my God.
Castle to the outside.
I've never seen so much clean interference in my life.
What are you talking about?
And the boys fanning on the challenger, the title in the balance.
What does this fanning do? There's AC on in here.
Wouldn't you like to have AC following you everywhere you go? It's a privilege, man.
Hell no.
You don't want no AC? You ain't hot.
And look at this. The boys put the champion back in the ring.
Dalton Castle standing up.
Certainly is. Forearm shots.
God, I'm always impressed at how fast Samoa Joe is able to get back to his feet. Just pushes Dalton Castle away.
Caught the hips.
I told you. I told you.
The hips drop and Joe goes for a ride.
You told him what?
If the hips get lower, you're going for a ride.
And Joe's in trouble. Stephon Smith making sure he can continue. Landing on that head, that neck, the champion in trouble.
When's the last time you seen Samoa Joe suplex?
Into the corner. Create space to create momentum here. Joe with some separation now. Clothesline misses.
Here comes another one.
No.
Yep. The German suplex plants Joe on the shoulder and neck.
Now Joe retreating. That's a retreat.
He's not retreating.
That's a retreat.
I
don't care what you say.
He got thrown out. He's not
trying to retreat.
Samoa Joe doesn't retreat. What are you talking about, Caprice?
He's trying to get air, and he's looking at you. Yeah.
What?
No.
That's out here. That right there. Yeah.
God.
I don't know what he's saying.
And Stoke is a member of the board of directors.
He said, fix this. He was saying, fix this.
Fix what?
He was saying, fix this. I ain't saying much because Samoa Joe right there.
Yeah.
I want to breathe.
He tells Stephon, and he's part of the board of directors.
He's going to make the boys leave. The boys have done everything that the boys have done has been putting Dalton Castle back in the ring, putting Samoa Joe back in the ring. They haven't punched or kicked anybody.
And unless Director Jerry Lynn walks out of the chairman himself, Tony Khan, this is going to be upheld. No one can override And you see Hathaway getting Stephon Smith. And Joe is right by our broadcast position. He
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys have been forcefully removed from ringside.
Oh, man. All right, we got to reset. Because here's the deal. Joe just got a breather.
Yeah.
Joe just got a breather.
Yes.
He got a mental edge because Dalton is now mentally out of this bout.
I think he's playing mouse.
I wonder if this is abuse of power from Stokely Hathaway.
Joe's playing mouse, I told you.
Oh!
That's it. That's it.
Low blow. Cabana clutch.
I've never seen anybody get out of this ring of fighting. It's dead center in the middle of the ring.
And that low blow, give me a break.
Dalton's fading. He's fading.
Yeah.
Wow. By referee stoppage. And still, Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe retains under very dubious circumstances here, Caprice, and I thought Joe was better and bigger than that.
I tell you what, Joe realized he was in a lot of trouble and said, Stokely, fix this. This is your fault.
Oh, look at this. Code of honor not adhered to with Castle.
He's petting. He's petting Stokely.
Yeah, that's pet is the operative word there. Samoa Joe remains victorious following Stokely Hathaway, a low blow and a Cabana clutch on a disarmed, downed Dalton Castle. Joe retains here tonight. An abuse of power from Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. But fans, right now we're going to go to what has led to tonight's four-corner survival for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title.
I am here with our ROH Television Champion, Samoa Joe, and the Executive Board member, Stokely Hathaway. And from my understanding, you have a special announcement tonight about the challenger for the ROH Television Championship.
I do. So I spoke to the other board member, Jerry Lynn. I also spoke to the very gracious Tony Khan. And tonight begins an eliminator tournament to crown the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
Some would say that there has been some favoritism shown to the champion.
What? Oh, hold on. Favoritism. To me. This man showing favoritism to me. No, you are incorrect. See, this man makes his own decisions. This man's the big boss, right? The big boss, right? Yeah. Nobody tells him what to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. I am.
Yeah, so don't worry about any of that. In fact, I don't even want to talk to you. Tell her who you are, man.
Yeah, I'm Stokely Hathaway, right? Yeah. I'm on the board of directors, right? This is my block. What I say goes, right? I'm the Rough Rider of Ring of Honor. This is mine, all right? So you need to check yourself and get it right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's good.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Board member Stokely Hathaway, you have asked for this time, so the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Lexi. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for all the positive feedback that we have received for the Eliminator Tournament to crown the #1 contender for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. In fact, I think I may do another one in a few weeks once Joe runs through whoever wins, because to get to the greatest Ring of Honor World Television Champion of all time, I mean, you should go through some hoops, right? Like, that's just the way...
You're making vomit!
I beg your pardon?
The stuff that's coming out of your mouth is straight garbage, okay? You know that you stole something from the Ring of Honor viewers at Death Before Dishonor. Yeah. I was on my way to beating Joe, and you stole that. And now you're having another tournament, some ridiculous tournament that I'm not in. Why is my name not in there? Huh, Stokely? Why?
Oh, damn, I think I know why. I think someone may have accidentally erased your name out of Tony Khan's notebook. Oh my God, that's crazy. But you know what? Just like Juicy Smollett, I'm gonna find out who did it. I'm gonna find out. And they're gonna be punished.
I don't know what that means, but smell this. Smell this. I smell like smoke, Stokely, because I rage on the inside like a furnace. I was on my way to beating Joe at Death Before Dishonor, and you knew it. And if you put me in that eliminator tournament again, I will beat him again. You know this, and I know it, and the boys know it.
Hold on. You're gonna beat me again, huh? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How dare you talk to this man that way? How dare you talk to the big boss of ROH, the man that runs things around here, the way that your disrespectful mouth is talking to him? So I'm gonna tell you what. You want some smoke? You wanna do this the right way? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. In fact, I'm gonna give you a little time to prepare too. So in 2 weeks, It's the boys versus myself. Stokely Hathaway tag team match. We're gonna bust your ass. You brought this on yourself. Tell him, man.
How does that help me? What is this?
I'm gonna whoop your ass. Joe. He didn't mean it's okay.
I don't know what just happened.
Neither do I.
Okay.
Nothing outside the purview of the manager's licenses that they have.
I tell you what, man, how does Stokely switch sides in a tag team match? He's switching sides.
Well, he I guess going to a different corner.
Yeah, he's the boss to do what he wants to do, huh?
And these jabs, Samoa Joe, of course, on Collision last Saturday.
See the tag in?
I certainly did. And
I gotta see this.
Now,
this is the part I pay for.
Now, Stoke, Dragon, Jada Kiss, Eve, Swiss Beats, DMX. Which one of the Rough Riders do you think Stoke relates to the most? And Stokely Hathaway, a little bit of
what? Are you kidding me?
Wow! Wheelbarrow into the inside wristlock takeover.
I did not expect that. Stoke ain't no joke. This is cool, man.
Oh, into the corner. No one home.
Did I speak too soon?
And it's Brandon in. Oh! Tag made. And of course, Samoa Joe was the one that told Stokely that this match would be signed, more or less. Nice drop down there. Big drop kick. And many are wondering if... Wait a minute, cover here. Hold that thought. 1, 2. Many are wondering if Samoa Joe is intimidating Stokely Hathaway.
I mean, if you look at, man, Chin Breaker Stokely is in there fighting. And he's doing what he needs to do, but if you look at the way things are, it does kind of look like that. I mean, Stokely is the boss, man. He has control. He has stroke here at Ring of Honor with everybody except for Samoa Joe.
And of course, if he and Jerry Lynn agree on something, they can make any decision they want. Tag made. We're going to see Brandon back in here. Tony Khan, of course, the tie-breaking vote on the board of directors.
Right.
And thank goodness, because Stoke has had somebody.
Man,
you want to get rid of Luchadors? What about that?
Crazy, the first match we saw.
Oh, my God, it's awesome. And Stoke.
What is he doing?
Well, now, hold on. Stoke appears to be injured here. And that's, I mean, he has wrestled in the past, but that's been, I believe, 10 years. Oh, goodness.
I bet she's going to be miraculously healed. Watch this.
And maybe the ribs are tag made. And Samoa Joe, who inserted himself in the Collision main event, who's challenged a former Ring of Honor World Champion, CM Punk, remains outstanding, the current quote-unquote real world's champion for All In.
Oh, my goodness.
And Joe up the ladder.
Joe's just vicious with these sudden movements. Quick impact. He's trapping you, hitting you with impact move after impact move, knocking the breath out of you, then hitting you in the head.
And now he's got Brandon. Joe's got Brandon in the neutral corner. And now second rope on the inside, perched up top, looking for the muscle buster.
Oh, now Stokely, he's healed. He's directing traffic. Is he gonna come off the top rope?
Stoke.
I'm stoked about this.
And Brent, I've done exactly one offensive wrestling move in my life. It was this. It was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life.
It was beautiful, though. Let's see if this fits. Double axe.
So it works for his own teammate. The Coquina clutches in.
That's good.
And that's it.
The winners of this match by submission, the team of the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe and Stokely Hathaway.
I don't think Stokely know they won.
Well, and this is just another assertion of dominance and power from Samoa Joe, who's closing in on Jay Lethal's record-setting television title reign. He awaits the decision of CM Punk for All In London. And he's just left one of the board of directors laying in wait here. The power and control he has over Stokely Hathaway cannot be understated. Joe doesn't necessarily need it, but it's now an ace in the hole should he run into a top contender, maybe someone that he feels can dethrone him.
Well, I think if you ask me, he's using Stokely to stay away from Dalton Castle. Why isn't Dalton Castle in the title hunt for the television title?
Why wasn't he in that most recent Eliminator tournament? Your victors here, Samoa Joe and Stokely Hathaway.
I'm here with board member Stokely Hathaway. You asked for this time.
I did because Joe and I, we were victorious against the boys. And if I recall correctly, somebody was laughing a few weeks ago. Laughing at me, laughing at Joe, kikiing, ha-haing. because I said I was the Rough Rider of Ring of Honor. Had that whole arena barking. Everybody was barking except for you. So everybody wanted to know, did Samoa Joe respect Stokely Hathaway? But I think the question they should be asking is, does Stokely Hathaway respect Samoa Joe? And that answer is yes. So what you think about that? Huh?
Stokely, I'm going to be honest. I don't think anyone here respects you.
Well, damn. I was going to ask if you wanted to go to TGI Fridays. TK left his card on the table. Well, just like Tyler Perry said, I can do bad all by my damn self. Cut the camera off.
To say that this week has been turbulent would be an understatement. And of course, in times of turmoil, the jackals come out to feast. That brings me to you, Shane Taylor. I understand that you feel something great is going to happen tomorrow night, but allow me to give you a reality check. You see, this is a simple tale, and it's about hopes and wishes. Shane, you hope that tomorrow night at All Out, you will give the best performance of your life. But you're going to wish that you weren't standing there across from me. Shane, you're going to hope that you go out on a night in front of millions of people and you capture back the ROH Television Championship. But Shane, you're going to wish that I would stop hitting you. Shane, you hope that you're going to walk out there and, in your own words, knock me out. Shane, you're going to wish you never put my name in your mouth. Come All Out, I make an example of you. Come All Out, I make it clear who is the true reigning king of television. And that man stands before you. And come All Out, I'll be the man who's standing over you.
For 6 years, Shane Taylor was the man in Ring of Honor, the most dominant television champion of all time.
Garvey, driver, and that is it. And it will be a battle of the behemoths.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Shane Taylor versus Samoa Joe for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
This is a game, homie. I'm gonna knock you out, Joe. You hear me? I'm gonna knock your ass out.
I take back my Ring of Honor World Television Championship. I get back to establishing my legacy, and once again, I get back to being Shane T-Boy, the baddest champion you've ever seen.
Tigerian now, Joe. Oh my God! Big elbow, suicida.
Samoa Joe has not lost a step in 20 years. Just looks here for a man that size to move that fast with that precision. It is nothing short of incredible.
Samoa Joe channeling the late, great Mitsuharu Misawa with that elbow suicida. And I use that as a bridge to mention that we have Toshiaki Kawada, one of the greatest champions in All Japan Pro Wrestling history, in attendance here tonight. A huge honor for both Samoa Joe and Shane Taylor to be competing in front of that man as Joe with the Manhattan drop and the high boot. Followed up the crushing senton. Samoa Joe won. No.
Whoa! Look at that. Samoa Joe not used to his opponent kicking out on one. Certainly at this point in the match.
And Nigel, to that point, Samoa Joe not used to matching up to a man almost identical on paper. 6'1" is Shane Taylor, 310 pounds. Joe 6'2" at 310.
There you go.
Taylor, the near leg is hooked, but Joe able to kick out.
That's the thing with Samoa Joe. Such a powerful midsection. It's extremely difficult to hook a leg and pull the hips over the shoulder to get more leverage.
And gentlemen, this is not boxing, but again, it's got a big fight feel. If we were scoring this on points, you might have to say Shane Taylor's got the edge thus far. But again, going the distance with Joe is not what Shane Taylor wants to do. He wants to knock him out.
Hold on a second, look at this. It's on the ropes, but with the sleeper applied.
But Shane Taylor with Joe's ankles. Oh! The hanging stunner by Shane Taylor. A moment of indecision by Taylor.
but he's headed up to the top.
Oh, wait a second.
You go for the king. You better not miss, Shane Taylor.
Unfamiliar territory.
Taylor up to the middle of the splash. 310 pounds crashing down. No.
Don't stop now.
Shane Taylor, look at this innovative offense. Dragging Joe into the ring, the stunner, and then throwing his body, making a huge risk in an attempt to end Joe's reign as Ring of Honor World Television Champion.
338 pounds into the midsection, the sternum of the Ring of Honor TV champion.
And boy, those newspapers can't go to press just yet, because Shane Taylor is writing an upset story. But Joe, the lariat Taylor just crumbles.
Taylor saw it coming and he did his best to avoid it. There was so much momentum coming from that.
But Nigel, just because you see the truck coming at you doesn't mean you're any safer.
Absolutely, but you can see from your screens there, Samoa Joe is feeling the effects of Shane Taylor as well. It's been a minute since I can remember seeing Samoa Joe on the back foot this much.
Joe hammering away at Shane Taylor. But this is the type of match that Shane Taylor wants. He wants a slugfest. He wants a Donnybrook.
Taylor's been working on his intensity, endurance. Legendary coach Mark Beecher down in Houston.
Now Taylor, the body shots, going high, going low. Joe trying to cover up, and Shane Taylor. Oh, Joe!
Wow. An injured Samoa Joe is a dangerous Samoa Joe, bringing out the violence, commanding, fearsome. There it is in the center.
Center of the ring, Shane Taylor. Can he hang on?
Taylor's going to tuck his chin.
No, he cannot. Don't play with matches, Shane.
The winner of this match by submission and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe, so dangerous with that coquina clutch. It doesn't take long. And for a man as tough as Shane Taylor, Kevin, to tap out that quickly just proves how dangerous Samoa Joe is.
Nothing has changed in terms of Samoa Joe. He is the measuring stick. He is the baddest of the bad. He's still the ROH World Television Champion. Shane Taylor did everything, absolutely everything. But Samoa Joe is the difference maker.
You have to admire Shane Taylor. He came out with a point to prove and he gave his best, but ultimately, to your point, Samoa Joe, still the king of Ring of Honor Television.
You are back live on Collision here on TNT for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Samoa Joe defending against Willie Mack, Tony Schiavone along with Kevin Kelly, Nigel McGuinness, Willie.
Oh! Whoa.
How about that?
Not a strategy I'd employ, but there you go.
We told you, no matter where he's traveled the world, he's brought back some of that style, Nigel.
A lot of charisma.
Might have learned it at the camps.
Into the corner. Good move that time by Willie Mack. Willie impressing a lot of the fans here. They're getting behind Willie here.
I said it before, he's been dismissed all his life. This is his opportunity to make a statement. Do it, Willie.
Don't miss.
Oh, boy. The cannonball in the corner. And Joe is hurting, holding on to the back of his head and the shoulder that time. Willie pulls him out. Here's the cover. No, he's in the ropes. 1, 2.
Great awareness by referee Brandon Martinez.
Yeah, Brandon, you're right. Brandon did a great job there.
Yep, you never would want the championship to change on a technicality. So the idea of making sure that Samoa Joe was free of the ropes led to that near fall.
There you can see we're going to be at Full Gear, the Kia Forum, Saturday, November 18th. Tickets at AEWTIX.com. Of course, it's live on pay-per-view.
They are flying out the door. Tickets are selling really, really well for November 18th. With just the one title match announced thus far.
Yeah, many more to come your way in the weeks to come leading up to Saturday night at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles. Samoa Joe really telegraphed that one.
2 new champions crowned on Wednesday.
Manhattan drop. Big foot. Senton splash. Covered by the champion. No!
And 3 titles on the line here tonight. Tony, of course, we know Nigel is in agreement with Christian Cage. He's going to win. Statlander defends the TBS title against Sky Blue, so we'll see what happens here. But it's looking like Samoa Joe is on the pathway.
Yeah, that senton you saw once again was with force. Here goes Willie Mack again. Power slam. Joe caught in great timing. 1, 2. Nope. Brandon Martinez says no, the shoulder was up.
Not a lot of mustard on the kick out from Willie Mack. And Samoa Joe, tight rotation on the snap power. But just watch. Oh, awkward landing for Willie Mack. And that shows how tough Willie Mack is kicking out after that.
Yeah, you're right. You can tell that Joe is wearing him down. You can see the fans here in Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio, just enjoying what we've had here tonight. And we have really just begun. This is our first match. We got a lot more to come. Willie caught the foot.
Stunner!
Stunned him, but Willie not being able to make a cover. There he goes.
In the center of the ring.
1, 2. Whoa. Joe is out. Got the right shoulder up. Willie can't believe it.
Willie Mack has beaten a lot of people with a stunner. He understands why he's stunned himself, but wait a second. Oh, he could be looking for it. The 6-star frog splash. He says it's like the 5-star, but it's better, so he added another star.
All right, well, he's got Joe kind of lured him up there. Joe knew what he was doing. Samoa Joe, 1 step ahead.
Didn't even want to wait for nope, and instead is going to shut the door on Willie Mack with Muscle Buster.
The Muscle Buster, got it. 1, 2, 3.
Who wins this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Kevin, the run continues for Samoa Joe.
We'll see if he's able to equal or eclipse Jay Lethal's record of being the longest reigning ROH World Television Champion, but on the pathway to the AEW World title, doesn't matter whether it's MJF or Jay White. Samoa Joe wants next.
Some in-ring training from the ROH TV champion.
Oh, the flames of pyro are hot. And so it's
this
Joe.
Match is set for one fall, and it is for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. Approaching the ring, let's go to Huntington Beach, California. Weighing 310 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
ROH ring announcer Bobby Cruz, the dulcet tones here on Battle of the Belts.
556 days as ROH World Television Champion, 12 days away from breaking Jay Lethal's record for longest ROH TV title reign.
But at the same time, Samoa Joe has also said he wants to get back on top, wants to be AEW World Champion.
Yeah, right now.
Wants another title opportunity against MJF. He troubled MJF more than anybody MJF has faced. And if MJF hadn't been the scumbag that you all seem to love, Samoa Joe would be the AEW champion.
Who is this guy in the suit, by the way?
He's
Smart Mark Stone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know who he is. You're being facetious. The fact is, MJF right now has more trouble than ever coming from every side.
Heavy's the head that wears the crown, and Samoa Joe has found out what being champion is about and has faced them all, knocked them all down.
Tony Nese, great athlete, but Joe just calmly stepped out of the way of that one. That is a veteran move right there. And look at the, oh my God, he knocked his head all the way to northern Mississippi on that one.
Joe's got a sweet tooth for violence.
Oh, God.
Say hello to diabetes.
And goodbye with the Muscle Buster. Boom! Samoa Joe, 1, 2, 3 is still the champ.
The winner of this match and still Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Now Jack LaLanne, Billy Blanks. I guess we won't be adding Tony Nese's name to that of great legendary television trainers.
We're adding the name, though, to yet another win for Samoa Joe, who's got the microphone and has something to say.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Tonight, I bring you a gift, my friend. The gift of foresight. And what you foresee is that I am coming for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Max, what you do with this gift is very, very important. Because you see, you can give me what I want, or Max, I can put you in a situation where you're forced to give me what I want. Because I am Samoa Joe, the one true king of television, and I will be the next AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, MJF coming so close to breaking the longest reigning record for world title. It seems like the title is in the most jeopardy it's ever been in, with everyone gunning for him.
And it is for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. Approaching the ring, Briscoe of Huntington Beach, California, weighing 270 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
Always great to hear Ring of Honor ring announcer Bobby Cruz bringing the champ to the ring.
His opponent and challenger, Rhett Titus.
Rhett Titus, former Ring of Honor Television Champion. And here's Samoa Joe with his 17th title defense. 363 days he has been the ROH World Television Champion, 5 days away from breaking the record set by Jay Lethal. But also we need to talk about the fact that Samoa Joe had said that he would help MJF against everyone coming after MJF as long as MJF would give Samoa Joe a rematch.
MJF more than willing to take that help, but not so willing to give the Samoan submission machine a title opportunity. And you can understand why. Samoa Joe came as close as anyone to defeating the champion for the AEW title.
Yep, it was at Arthur Ashe Stadium. It was part of that spectacular event. And look at Samoa Joe just drive Titus down. My God.
As you mentioned, Tony, Rhett Titus, former Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Just so folks understand the title lineage,
okay.
Rhett Titus was champion, dropped that title to Minoru Suzuki, and then Samoa Joe beat Minoru Suzuki. So Rhett Titus not far removed from the championship he's chasing here tonight.
And Titus certainly no tomato can for the champion, a very credible challenger. Known for his incredible physique, he's leaned out in recent years. Oh, and that might help him if this match goes long. If Samoa Joe's got anything to do with it, I don't think it will.
And now Titus to the top, here we go!
Watch out!
Big spot!
Yeah. Whoa! You know what? I saw that coming from Samoa Joe. He looked up. Little plain possum there, if you will.
Samoa Joe never met a high crossbody he couldn't walk away from.
Boys, right now Samoa Joe's at another level, guys. And he's trying for the muscle buster here, and Titus knows it.
Wouldn't MJF do well, though, to have Samoa Joe watching his back?
I think absolutely, but if he has to give Joe a title opportunity to get that help, I might not take it.
Yeah, you got to look and figure what's it worth to you, right? Oh, my God! Samoa Joe! Incredible power!
Joe.
And he taps out. Does Titus.
Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Samoa Joe.
17 title defenses for Violence Manifest. Domination made flesh.
And it's offered, as we said, MJF help against Bullet, Club Gold, or anyone. Everyone is vying after Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the AEW World Champion.
So we know that this Wednesday on Dynamite, Bullet Club Gold is going to face MJF and partners in an 8-man tag. How does he not go and just beg, whatever you got to do, Samoa Joe, we need you in.
All right, let's go from last night. Renee Paquette